What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is. Alright, man, so Ruiz Ortiz Trainer says, hell no. No other heavyweight can beat Ruiz Ortiz. Herman Concedo revamped his 40-year-old fighter's physique ahead of this fight against Deontay Wilder. The Cuban fighter came into this fight 5 pounds lighter, and he was winning all across scorecards before Wilder landed his equalizing and erasing right hand in the 7th round. Help! I'm falling and I can't get up. Call Life Alert. Ortiz still plans on fighting, and although Concedo has ceded the heavyweight throne to Wilder, the same can't be said for the rest of the division. Or the same can't be said for the rest of the division. No, hell no. No other heavyweight in the division can be Ruiz.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop your fucking lying,
said Concedo. He takes a good shot. There's a reason people don't fight him. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up with that lying ass bullshit.
My feelings are dead. I feel no remorse. Yo. It's a terrible thing.
Deontay said it best. You have to do what Ruiz can do for 12 rounds and be able to take a massive shot. And it's a hard combination to find.
Sit and fucking credit bullshit!
Point victory by the San Francisco 40.
What the fuck, man?
Although he lost, the future will look bright and ripe with other opponents for Ortiz. The only thing he'll have to fend off is Father Time. While the top 10 contenders such as Dillian White, Alexander Povetkin, Joseph Parker, Kubrat Pulev, and Adam Kalnacki wait in the distance. A fight with the undefeated Kalnacki, who was an interested observer in attendance watching the Wilder-Ortiz fight at the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, will be an intriguing test for the Polish pugilist. Both fighters compete under the PBC's umbrella, so coming to terms on a deal should not be too difficult. Concedo said Ortiz will fight anyone, but if he had a preference, he'd like to see Ortiz fight the loser of Andy Ruiz versus Anthony Joshua rematch, or Tyson Fury, should the Brit hit the scene in the near future.
Now, I know I keep pausing through the fucking article, but you and this old-ass fucking dinosaur land before time, twin-ass niggas, y'all making me mad, man. I mean, like, y'all really making me mad right now. Ruiz Ortiz trying to go with no facial hair has been making me mad. But y'all just making me mad to a whole new level. The way y'all acting like the way he just got knocked out is gonna propel him to stardom like he can take on the best top heavyweights in the world.
No, sir!
But I'll digress, man. Y'all really making me mad. Look at him. He over there trying to hold his ass, trying to hold the shit in his ass. Deontay done hit that boy so hard, man. Just for time. What the fuck?
Luis has never said no to anybody. He picks up the phone and says yes, without knowing who the opponent is, says Concedo. Deontay has the missile, and you can't do anything. Deontay Wilder is the best heavyweight on the planet by far. He might even be the best heavyweight on the moon, if there is boxing on the moon. But Luis has now proved twice that he belongs. I'm without a doubt proud of Luis' performance. It's second to who he is as a person and how he treats people around him.
I'm happy to get it done. It's been a nightmare 10 days. I've had to make some decisions myself, like almost personal decisions. You know, when you've got a guy who will fight anyone, it's almost up to me to go out then and then say, okay, so who's real? So we quickly found out Ruiz Ortiz was a waste of time. We quickly found out that other people were a waste of time. We quickly found out that others weren't really ready but would take it for the money. We quickly found out others that I didn't personally feel were good enough to be in the ring that night. And speaking to people personally and individually, I found a guy who has a ton of spunk.
We're ready for all calls. We trained really hard for this fight and for my last fight as well. I just fought April 20th, but I'm ready, I'm excited, and I can't wait for June 1st.
Who has very fast hands, who has operated at a high level, who arguably should already be world champion. And although aesthetically, he may not be the best looking heavyweight in the world. I believe in terms of the fighters that are genuinely available, this is the one that will give AJ the toughest test, and this is the one that will give us the most entertaining fight. And that was important for me, because there was others that, you know, listen, we could talk about it now. I mean, Don King's been blowing up my phone for 10 days.
Trevor Bryan.
Yeah, and Trevor Bryan is a big, quite an athletic heavyweight. Looks much better on the scales than Andy Ruiz. And I know BoxRec's not like the be-all and end-all, but it gives you a good idea of where people are at in terms of the opposition they've faced, etc. And Bryan was 12th, the ranked 12th best heavyweight in America. And he was behind people like Eric Molina, you know, Dominic Brazil, like guys who AJ's beaten already. So I had to make a decision that maybe Trevor Bryan to the casual fan was an easier sell than Andy Ruiz, because they'll look at Andy Ruiz and say, well, he ain't in the best of shape. But in the boxing community, and I have to follow it was a bit cheesy, but follow my heart in that respect and say, Ed, which one do you know will be a much, much better fight? And when you speak to people in boxing, they all say Joshua Ruiz will be an absolute war.
And, you know, I understand we on the topic of Luis Ortiz right now, and his ass got me fired up, fucking dinosaur. But considering what Eddie Hearn just said, you gotta respect the individual like that, because he was about making the best fight possible. So that says a lot about Matchroom in a whole. The fact that he already know Anthony Joshua is willing to fight anybody, so you could put that bullshit with Ortiz to bed, gave him the contract, he didn't want to take it, but this the same individual and his coach talking about they'll jump in the ring with anybody. You turn down a unified opportunity to go chase one belt and $1.5 million and turn down $4 and $7 million. What the fuck is going on with the PBC, man? They got niggas dumb over there. These motherfuckers is making me mad, bro. They making me all the way mad. But I digress. Let's just get to the point.
And we don't know how long it's going to last, but we know Ruiz will give it everything. He will let his hands go. He's dangerous, he's explosive, he's fast. And, you know, that's the guy that we picked.
If you had theoretically a hit list of 6, where was Ruiz kind of when it was
at the start? 2 or 3.
After who? Ortiz?
Yeah, Ortiz was always the first
who would you
shot.
have had instead of Ruiz if you could have had?
Probably no. I mean, I think all the feedback I'm getting from the boxing community is this is a much tougher fight than Jarrell Miller, because it's similar in many respects, but Ruiz has much faster hands, and he's better on the inside. So really it was Ortiz, Ruiz, Hunter.
Okay, fight fans, now let's put the casual bullshit to bed. Now, why in 7 fucking hells does Luis Ortiz and his fucking trainer believe in anybody, in any fighter or any trainer, after they got fucking starched for a second time by a guy with 1 belt? Why do they believe that their stock just went up? Because they went 7 fucking rounds with a guy who literally, I mean literally, only threw 11 fucking punches, no more than 15 punches the whole fucking fight. Now these Negroes is making me mad. What type of hold does the fucking PBC have on casual boxing fans? Or just what type of hold do they have on sports writers? What type of hold do they have on any individual with common sense? Now I know there can't be that many stupid individuals in the organization, or there can't be that many stupid people around Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz can't be that punch drunk from the shot already. You know what I mean? Even though I see him on the ground trying to hold the shit in his ass because he got hit so hard. I digress from that. But I can't believe him to be that dumb. I can't believe his manager to be that dumb, to honestly believe that their stock has risen after that fight. I mean, look at this guy, man. This guy is old as shit. Now, let's be 100% honest and unbiased here. If Anthony Joshua was standing next to that a couple years ago, y'all would have fried him for it. Y'all would have killed him if he would have been standing next to this old nigga and he tried to tell y'all that he was 40 years old. Y'all would have went absolutely ballistic. But when he takes on a Vladimir Klitschko when he takes on a Vladimir Klitschko, who truly is 40, 41 years old at the time, who truly was still in the best shape of his life, who truly was a live dog, whose power truly could carry on through the fucking later rounds, when Luis Ortiz didn't have to defend, who didn't have to do anything, didn't have to worry about no shots, who literally got to pace himself without being under any type of duress in the ring, and got to do what he could do and try to hit Deontay Wilder with everything he could, and fucking power faded by the 7th and literally walked into a fucking right hand that he didn't even really have to disguise 9 seconds left in the 7th fucking round. Y'all give him all the credit in the world, but got the nerve to call this an old man, and he doing this shit right now? Deontay Wilder ran unified 1 division. Luis Ortiz ain't never been the champion of fucking nothing. He was a fucking interim WBA heavyweight fucking belt holder, but really you can't even say that because that shit was no fucking contest because the motherfucker popped dirty. But y'all gonna act like this dude is some type of live dog, incredible opponent? Man, give me a fucking break here. What type of hold does the PBC have on this dinosaur-ass motherfucker that makes him think that when the fuck that referee Bayless is screaming, "Wake the fuck up, nigga," in his ear in this fucking picture, that he has the audacity to think that his stock is just risen? The motherfucker was clearly trying to hold the shit in his ass after he got knocked out at the end of the 7th round. Man, that's all I got for you today. The PBC has gone too far trying to make motherfuckers believe that he gonna fight anybody, gonna make people believe that his stock just went up after he done got starched the fucking again by the same clown with no fucking technique who ain't even throw 15 punches the whole fight. Man, it's a wrap for your career. It's a wrap for that bullshit. Man, what y'all trying to sell, ain't nobody fucking buying it, man. That's all I got for y'all today, man. This shit got me fired up. It costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Man, I will go the rest of my life exposing these hoe-ass niggas with nothing but facts, keeping it all the way funky and making sure the content is on 1,000. Five. You know what it is. It costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. This nigga right here, man, and his manager, man, these niggas is dumb.
Man, the nerve of this nigga, man. Look at him. Look at him. He making me mad. Him and his bum-ass trainer making me mad. Never accomplished anything in the sport of boxing, man. Got start straight out. Still trying to hold this shit in his ass, but believe his stock done went all the way up. While he laying flat on his back in a missionary position like he one big pussy waiting to get fucked. Man, this nigga making me mad, man. As always, man, it's another 2 hands up presentation. It costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. These niggas making me mad.
And fucking tired of this bullshit!
Point victory by the San Francisco 40.
What the fuck, man?
He's dead. I feel no remorse. Yo, it's a terrible thing.